for your scalp, and it conceals thinning hair. So if you look here, there is a cream and a powder. And cream and powder equals staying power. There's a brush that comes with it, and there's a short side here, and that's for the cream. Just like the eyebrows, it's like a primer. And then the longer bristles are for the powder, and that you set on top of it. I designed this because of me. I'm a bald person. I've got very thin hair, and it's an unfortunate reality of my life. I used to be the salt and pepper because my hair was lighter, and then I was trying to color my hair on Mariah's boat.
Well, you were on a yacht.
I was on a yacht,
Yeah.
and it went terribly wrong.
I think he looks really handsome. It brings out his eyes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I kind of
okay.
love it.
Well, all I know is now I'm using the blonde. So this is the blonde, which is a bit darker. And we're gonna use the blonde on you.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna show you.
Perfect.
Now even, a lot of my clients, they don't have thinning hair, but sometimes it's really a way of, like when you do your hair and
Yeah.
you go like that,
Yep.
and you put it up,
Yep.
you're like, oh, wait a minute, now I can see my scalp.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? And I don't wanna take my hair down because I got it looking the way I want it.
Well, the other thing, I mean, look at the difference between my scalp and then my self-tanner. Like,
Right,
I
because
can't put self-tanner
your
on my
scalp
scalp.
doesn't get tan, and,
Yeah.
and in summer especially, it features it. So it's not, you're not painting your head with this primer, with the pomade. You're just scribbling it on just to create a surface for the powder to really grab onto. And this is sweat-proof.
Does this help with, like, if it's like third day hair with like oil absorption?
Are you kidding? I put this on my head. My hair is rock solid like a helmet, and I
Can
rely.
I touch it? Can you touch it? Oh, it is.
And I'm like a human puppet. But literally, it doesn't move, and I wake up the next day and it's like, oh, I just shower and don't put my head under there, and I could get days out of my full disclosure.
And so you don't have to worry about it like leaving on your pillowcase or anything like that?
No.
Perfect.
And sometimes people, your hair gets thin if you wear extensions a lot.
Yeah.
It's called traction alopecia, or if you wear weaves, or if you wear braids in your hair. Also pregnancy and medication, all of those things can really affect the thickness of your hair. Even if it's temporary, you don't have to live with it. Now see?
Look at that.
Now that's gone. So it's like it's just a solution. These are all the dotted eyes.
Can we do it
and
on
the
my
cluster.
part?
Yeah.
Actually, really quickly, you've got the blonde on me. I want to show you the
let's look at
shade chart really
okay.
quickly.
Salt and pepper is for salt and pepper hair, or for really, really light ashy blondes. And then you've got blonde, which is anyone that has, I'm like considered blonde, I guess. And deep blonde to all shades of golden blonde, and then brunette is for all brunette, chocolatey brown hair, and then black is for all the super dark jet black hairs.
Perfect. Now, when would you use the pomade that's in here? Or
No. Yeah, you just use it whenever. You can use the powder by itself, but the pomade and the powder make it like sweat-proof, and like
Perfect.
I was jumping in the ocean the other 2
And you
days
just
ago
dipped
with
it in the
Mariah.
pomade first and then the powder on the same brush?
Yeah, and you don't have to go hog wild with it. You just put a little bit on there, and it really makes the powder just adhere better.
Oh, perfect. So
And
back
around the
to
hairline- I'm
you
sorry.
were in the ocean with Mariah.
Yeah, because she was throwing like a pirate treasure hunt for her children. And
That's really cute.
She loves doing fun things with the kids. And so we were all like playing in the water and going down a slide off the boat. And
How did you meet her?
it was a dark, dark night. No. I met her when I was doing an Allure shoot years ago when she was releasing Butterfly as an album. And we just hit it off, and it was like a good combo, Like
Yeah.
we have fun and we enjoy each other, and
Nice.
I love her. She likes what I do.
Yeah.
So it
Respect.
works. Yeah.
Feel ya.
But also I want to explain that sometimes your hairline, your hairline is the frame to your face, just like your eyebrows are the frame to your eye. So, but if your hairline is starting to creep
Yep.
and change for whatever the reason, even if it's temporary, it can masculinize your face, and it can age you.
Oh, I've never heard it put like that.
Yeah, and so you don't want it square here because that can masculinize your face. So I'm putting a little bit of the pomade with the short side of the brush. I'm using the long brush with the powder, and I'm just tapping it in. Now the colors don't have to match your hair color because it's creating a shadow. It's really about creating
So
a
it's
darker...
pretty forgiving.
Well, yeah, because you want to create a deeper shadow at the root because that is already gives the illusion of thicker hair.
Yeah.
Plus you're getting
Yeah.
the coverage. So you could see how that just softens the face there because now it doesn't go in, you can't see the scalp in there, you know?
Oh, that's so nice.
And you don't have to paint it on like masky because that's not natural looking anyway. You want it very irregular and diffused.
Well, and I gotta tell you, even like on this side,
See?
like I don't feel like I have anything in my hair. Like that's what I like really appreciate because I think when it comes to like this coverage that we're creating and like these lines that we're filling in, it doesn't feel like I have anything on my hair, which is awesome.
You know what I love? Guys stop me on the street if they recognize me and they're like, dude, I use that stuff on my head. My wife got it for me. It's so awesome. It's so freaking awesome. And I'm like, I love that. I'm like, these like guys are like stopping me on the street. These like girly guys.
We have a question. Hang on. So we have Vanessa who wrote in who said, with a side part, how do I use the pomade to create symmetry? Like, where on my front hairline would I place this? She said she's had alopecia and she just went through a medical treatment where she lost hair. So how does she get back symmetry and like how would she, I guess, put her hairline? Like, where would you know to start?
Okay, well, usually if you've lost your hair, you can see the skin is like smoother wherever the hair isn't anymore. So if you want to cheat your hairline lower,
Yep.
don't use the pomade right at the very edge of your hairline. I'm going to creep your hairline down. Is that okay?
You can creep it down.
I'm just going to show how you can get a little bit greedy by feathering it down onto the face. And it will give you a little bit lower hairline.
The only thing that I'm nervous about this is what if I like life with a shorter forehead?
Good luck.
My only reservation is that I'll like this a lot.
I'm hoping that I'm answering this question for her. But you can always, by the way, anybody with questions, you can always like contact me, DM me on Instagram. And I sometimes have people take a picture. If I don't understand what you're talking about, you take a picture of yourself and then you send it to me and then I can kind of Photoshop things, placement, so that you understand what I'm talking about.
That's like really cool. So I hope that answers your question, Vanessa. And if not, just find Kristofer on Instagram. It's Kristofer Buckle. So super, super easy.
Okay.
So he just cheated my hairline. Not brow matches the hairline. God, that looks cool.
And look up.
We're gonna show my before. So I guess I have to bend down really
Oh.
quickly. Hold on, I'm putting my head down. Look, okay, so I put it in the forehead and then kind of down here. Kind of see, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't think I can find my part.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, guys.
She lost the part.
Part. I lost the part and the part. And in the same day. How devastating.
Oh God.
Whatever will we do? All right, so that was our full disclosure scalp cover cream. And then coming up next, we have a duo. So this is a fabulous duo. You get two choices of. So I
these
will
are cool.
grab
My cashmere slip.
Dare and Obsessed. Ooh, look at that. Dare and Obsessed, those colors. And then our other two to choose from is going to be Bardot and Doll, which are more neutral. So bold and then more neutral, yes?
Yes, and you
All right,
get,
great.
they come as a duo, so you're gonna get that beautiful, gorgeous red and that gorgeous deep burgundy color, and then you're gonna get those two beautiful shades. And these are great to mix as well. You could always take that deep wine, which is Obsessed, and you could wear that, and then you can also then put red in the middle of it, the Dare, and blend those, and it creates like this gorgeous, like ombre kind of effect on the lip.
Now, if
and
you're
you
gonna go ombre, it should always be darker on the outside and lighter towards the inner part of your
Yes,
lips.
because otherwise it can make you look like, you know, like small mouth, you know? And most people want their mouth a little bit bigger. Most people aren't.
How do you overdraw your lips? Can you teach us that in like 37 seconds?
Well, overdrawing your lips, you should use a pencil.
You should. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, but it's shaky ground then if you don't. So,
You can't go out to eat.
but these are, exactly. But these are long wear. Again, same formula. It's a shea butter base with incredible, rich, deep pigments so that you're getting long 8-hour wear. I like to put it on my client and then I blot it with a tissue and then reapply it, and it gives you like great staying power. And then of course the power lock on top of all of that is really great and adds hours and hours of